You got PIPed at work. Does this mean that you will be fired in a month or two? Let's find it out. There are many ways for dealing with underperforming employees, but this one will be harsh and brutal because PIP is a well thought out process in the company that is unfortunately becoming widely popular across large corporations. So if you haven't heard of PIP program or PIP corporate cultures, they exist in many companies throughout North America, and PIP stands for Performance Improvement Plan. And if you want to help this video perform well on this platform and help my channel grow, hit the like button, turn on the bell to stay educated about how companies work. So, and with that said, let's talk about the PIP mantra and what you can do if you find yourself in this situation. So any company may legitimately enroll any employee on a PIP program. So as an HR professional, I believe it's not always a bad thing when an employee has a genuine performance issues and is offered a PIP program. So in this case, an employer is kind of giving you a second chance to improve your performance and focus on what you need to accomplish in a short time rather than simply firing you. So I have a video where I discuss in detail how companies fire employees, and I recommend watching it after you finish this video. But in any case, an employee who receives the news that they are on PIP is often taken aback and sometimes remains in a complete shock of what to do after the news is delivered to them by their supervisors, and it can be quite unfair, I agree, and it can get ugly. Just as this anonymous data scientist who had been working for Uber for 6 months, he posted online that it was quite unexpected and he had never had any poor performance-related conversations with his manager. Therefore, being in such a position is stressful not only because the employee has missed other job opportunities if he had not taken the Uber offer, but now the employee is risking losing his working visa to stay and work in the United States. And therefore, there is an urgent need to get quickly another job in order to stay in the United States. So, and the severance package that a new data scientist could possibly get will not cover most of his expenses, not to mention that being terminated for performance issues is always a red flag for any future employer. However, in rare cases, I have to say that managers are really unwilling to put their employees on this program. But anyways, it doesn't really help if your manager is willing or unwilling to put you under this program, because it's anyways a corporate massacre. In Amazon, PIP programs are quite horrendous. So every year, approximately 10% of Amazon employees are placed under PIP programs. So if Amazon employs over 1 million people worldwide, at least 100,000 people are let go due to poor performance. And it's not a surprise that according to LinkedIn data, Amazon's tenure is only 8 months, which is shocking to say the least. So the same philosophy was adopted by another Amazon's competitive, Shopify, most likely because Shopify doesn't want to stay behind Amazon, and also adopted this controversial performance system, which is called Forced Distribution Performance Ranking. I know this is purely an HR term, but it means that when an employer is known for using a forced distribution, a certain number of employees must leave the company due to their underperformance. And typically it results in the elimination of 10% of the workforce. So I'm not opposed to PIP program, but I'm strongly opposed to such programs when employees are let go in mass exodus every year this way. Because even if the best of the best employee manages somehow to beat the performance review year after year, in such companies, there will always be another year where there will always be a natural dip in performance and the employee will be let go. But here's what you can do if you were placed on a PIP program. When your employer notifies you that you were being placed on a PIP program, your manager will ask for your signature that you should put on the PIP itself. So many people fear that by signing this document, they're automatically admitting that there is some inadequacy in their performance. However, if you decline to sign the document, it can be interpreted as refusing to cooperate, refusing to improve your performance, which can serve a ground for your termination. So if faced with this situation, you should sign the PIP plan as requested with the following tips in mind. Well, first of all, assess the document for objectivity. Pay attention to the content of the PIP plan, because it should include the exact performance issues, exact expectations and objectives, schedules and metrics. And if you are lucky, the plan will also include the strategy that will help you to achieve all this. If something in the PIP document is false or inaccurate, bring it to your HR's attention, your manager's attention, in a written form, because a written response will be attached to your PIP plan and any inaccuracies would get documented. To be on the safe side, in case the plan is not objective, you can actually sign the document and add a disclaimer indicating that your signature acknowledges the receipt of the agreement, but it doesn't indicate that you agree with the content and with the terms. And basically, an employer will give you around 20 business days, which is 1 month, to get your act together. But you should know that you are entering a corporate death machine by accepting an unclear, unobjective PIP plan. In any case, after reviewing the plan, if you think that you don't stand any chance to survive the PIP program, consider accepting severance package instead, because companies typically offer 3 months of pay and you may still enjoy all your benefits for the rest of that period. So another way to protect yourself is go for a short-term disability program. But remember, you have to prove that you cannot work due to injury or health problems. If your doctor confirms that you should not continue working, inform your manager and your HR department and file a claim. A short-term disability program lasts between 3 to 6 months, or in some cases longer. So in this case, you have part of your income replaced and paid by the insurance company, and usually it makes up to 60% of your income, which is paid in the form of an insured benefit. However, even if you are on STDI program, you can still lose your job while being on this program, and your employer may terminate you anyways. So another safe option is going for FMLA, which stands for Family and Medical Leave Act, which is a federal US program that provides employees with up to 12 weeks of unpaid but job-protected benefits due to family and medical reasons. There are certain requirements that you have to satisfy though, and I will leave the link in the description if you need to know more about this program. So again, going for an FMLA is not payable, but at least your job is secured and you can win some time looking for another job for 3 months and resign once you get the new job. And because your employer cannot legally fire you while you are on FMLA, you can survive the PIP this way with less stress and no records that you were being terminated for poor performance issues. So anyways, if you end up losing your job due to termination, don't forget to apply for unemployment benefits. Good thing is that not many companies have adopted this practice, but anyways, it's a bad precedent that is going on today. Isn't it weird that so many highly qualified job seekers and job applicants still want to work for such companies? So to anyone who is going through this right now, I just want to say that you are not alone. Don't stick to that employer that burns you out and drives you crazy each year. Consider all the tips that I mentioned in this video and assess what works better for you. And also share this video with your friends, with your colleagues who may need to watch it right now. If this video was helpful, like and sub the channel to stay educated on how companies work. And I'm really sorry for my voice. I got cold again. But anyways, thank you so much for understanding and for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.